Hello, this is Amy, and welcome to another one of my videos. Today, there is going to be a special giveaway, so if you stay to the very end, I'm going to be making something and giving it away. So, the first DIY is this red truck sign. I didn't show me cutting out. It's a scrapbook paper in like a wood plank design. And so I took the little silver thing. This is a Dollar Tree ornament sign. And I'm putting Mod Podge on it. And for the giveaway, what I would like to do is have, I'm going to do a special, like little, not quiz really, but when I get there, I'll let you know. So now I am placing that wood plank scrapbook paper. I believe I got it at Hobby Lobby. I'm sorry. I have to apologize to you all. I have MS, and things that were once very simple to me are now a challenge. So if there's long pauses, it's because my brain's trying to find words, and just like I love doing crafts, I've done them for a very long time, but even that, opening up things are sometimes hard for me to do. I lack some dexterity in my hands and strength in my hands that I once had. And at one time I was able to do anything under the sun. But those times are gone. But I still enjoy doing this, and I hope you will consider subscribing and hitting the like button and leaving me a comment. Let me know what are some of your favorite holiday traditions. That's another thing. Sometimes my words don't come out right. But here I'm going to paint the little red truck. This red truck actually came from the dollar store. We don't have a Dollar Tree here locally. And actually the one I go to is about 30 minutes away, and it's in a different state. But I'm just going to paint this little red truck. This one really isn't farmhouse. So, I mean, I guess it kind of is, but it isn't. I struggle more with these signs than I do if you'll look at my channel preview video, my very first video on here, you'll see more of the types of things that I do because I like dimension, I like textures. On my next video, I hope you all will check it out. I'm going to change my channel banner because I put Tuesday and Saturday uploads, and I'm not able to do that. So I think I'm going to stick with just Tuesdays. But for my next one, I plan on doing, and you all don't want to miss this, I promise you, these adorable little trees that are made with mesh, deco mesh, and they're really pretty door hangers. I've made a ton of those. I had bought a tutorial, and because I purchased the tutorial, I can't show that lady's method of making the branches for the tree, but I have come up with one, so I can do it that way. Then that way I don't get in any trouble because they're really nice, and so cute and adorable. And you can look at that on my preview. Also, it'll show pictures of ones that I've done. I couldn't get them made fast enough here a few years ago. But here I've painted the truck red. I used that apple barrel crimson red, but because it was a little too red, I added some brown folk art paint to it, and you have to be real careful there because you'll see I added more red because it can turn it purple. We learned that in school, didn't we? But yeah, you have to be very careful. And here I'm painting the tree, a sage, is it? No, moss. It's the Waverly chalk paint and moss. And I went up a little bit on the star. And I think I lost the footage where I painted the star. I paint it white. And then I just take some little black paint and do like a stitching around it, just to try to keep it simple because I tend to go overboard. That's another reason these signs are a challenge for me, because I try to put too much on them. And like I said, I'm more wreaths, those Christmas trees like I'm talking about, and things like what is going to be in the giveaway. If you stick around to the end, you'll see it being made, and then you will have a chance to win it. Now I'm just painting the tires black. I know this is a very hectic, it shouldn't be, but anymore it's a very, excuse me, I'm having some allergy things going on. It's a very hectic time of year, with Thanksgiving coming up and then the holidays. Leave in the comments, like, what are some of your favorite holiday traditions or memories? My favorite memory is my son was born in November, so his first Christmas is obviously my favorite Christmas memory. And I have all this sped up. I just hope it doesn't speed up the audio as well, but it looks like it is, so I'll have to fix that. At one time, I could paint really well, and again, with my hands, the way, I know it doesn't look that way with it fast forwarded like that, but it makes it really challenging at times. Some of the simplest things are very challenging. And I think I lost the footage, excuse me again, where I actually take a snowy effect, like some white, and put on the top of the truck. Yeah, you can see. And I lost the footage of where I attached that. That is part of a pick that I've deconstructed and used other things off of. But the berries look as though they're missing paint, but it's actually like a coating on them that makes it look like snow. So now I'm just flocking that, and I put 2 pine cones in the center there, and I'm flocking those just to make it look like snow. And as you can see, I went around the truck on the hood and around the tree and did a little snow type effect and made a little bitty wreath to go on the door. I think these little trucks are adorable. Now for the second DIY, this thing just went totally different in my mind. I should have just stopped because, yeah. So I'm taking this tag from the Dollar Tree, and because the bag, I just love that Dollar Tree bag. And they have some really pretty ones. And if you're into crafts and stuff, you can get, it's a twofer because each side has the same image on it. I just really wish I had have done something different with this, but, anyway, you you live and you learn, I guess. I don't know. Because this one just goes totally sideways on me. And you'll see, you know, um, and I'm out of frame here. I kept hitting when I have to have the camera to my right because I'm right-handed. I have some issues, but that's where the cord is. So like if I need to plug in and here, hello, I'm right-handed. Why didn't I flip the bag over? That's what I'm talking about. Some things that I make more complicating than they need to be. But that's just my brain. So what I had intended to do here, had it not been a gift tag sign, was, just put the bag on there, put some, like, dimensional actual trees. But then I thought, well, I'm going to make it look like a gift bag. That was my first mistake. So instead of taking the polyfill and placing it down first and giving some allowance for the polyfill by cutting the bag bigger. No, I couldn't do that. That would have been, too simple. So instead, I glue all of this together and then I decide I'm going to shove polyfill down in it. It's a train wreck. This should have just been ditched. I'm like, really? What were you thinking? But anyway, it is what it is because, I just followed through. I could have jumped ship, but I went ahead and followed through. And then it's like, okay, how are you going to get that polyfill down in there, Amy? Well, I've got a solution for that. I take a dowel and shove it down in there. And that's when my problems start. So my bag starts wanting to come apart at the sides. So I end up taking some pretty large jute. It's more like a rope instead of, there I go with my dowel rod. That'll work. The thing was so tight. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I take some rope. It's pretty thick jute rope and place around the edges to help it to hold better. And then I put some ornaments up at the top and I put the little gift tag back on there. So this is the giveaway. These candy canes is a Dollar Tree frame, and the ones they have this year are not good quality. I got these, I think last year I ordered 10. This is ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I've had it for a couple of years because I've made so many of these candy canes. Now you wouldn't think it to watch me in this video because I'm trying to get it to where I can show you all. And it's kind of thin, so as you can see there, the burlap part. So I have to kind of double it over. So I'm just making everything really hard on myself. This just must have been a really, really bad day. Because everything I touched, it's like, yeah, it was interesting. Just, simple struggles. It's like, okay, I don't know what I was thinking. But I get it done. Somehow. I don't know how. But I'm trying to overlap that and show you all at the same time. And like I said, the camera's over to the right instead of to my left. And in that crook right there, the curve, you kind of have to watch out because it'll want to kind of bunch up on you. I didn't plan on talking through this whole thing, but when I speed it up like that. And this new editing software that I got, I've had it all figured out last time. And then this time it was like, what am I doing? How do I, so you just want to be really careful in those, because it will start to crinkle up on you. I think this is where, I think I switch it over and start where I can flop it. I apologize for being out of the frame, but you get the gist of what I'm doing. I'm trying to make the little stitching go kind of at an angle, because I think that's embroidery thread. I've made these with different ribbons. Hobby Lobby, when they have their 50% off sale, you just can't go wrong with that ribbon because the quality is very good. And I think it's around, is it October when they put their, so even though this could be done with ribbon from Dollar Tree, I think I've done one with ribbon from Dollar Tree. It's just for the value when you buy, when they're having their 50% off sale. And there's more on the rolls. And it's a higher quality. You're going to probably spend, just about as much if you just go ahead and go to Hobby Lobby and buy their ribbon. I'm getting there. Look how tangled, yeah. Okay. And believe it or not, there was a time in my life where I was so active in everything. This speed would have been my normal speed. Now, if I put it in real-time speed, it would be like someone was playing something in slow motion. And now you could, if you had a ribbon that didn't have that embroidery stuff at the end, you could just start at the bottom. But because it has that, I take it and I fold it over. I come down a little bit below, fold it over, and hot glue both ends so it doesn't, snag on anything or show through to the wire. But yeah, they have these frames at Dollar Tree again this year, but they're smaller and they're flimsier. Now, I don't know if you can still go online and buy these because just like the Christmas tree that I'm going to do in my next video, and they are so adorable. I hope you'll watch that, and I enjoy making those. I use a witch hat frame. I'm not this time because they didn't have any, and I'm not going to order. I think the minimum on those are $20. But I just cut the brim off. So if you have any witch hat frames, you can do that. Not $20. Well, it is $20. The minimum on the witch hat frames online at Dollar Tree, you have to buy 20. The candy canes, I think, were 10 because I think I got 10 last year or the year before last. I still have some. I don't even have one of these myself because I would like mine to be like buffalo check, plaid, whatever you call it. And I would need to either do it in a different color and use the buffalo plaid as my ribbon, or do it in the buffalo plaid and have a different color ribbon. And right now all I have is buffalo plaid ribbon. This is an easy bow maker. And obviously, I'm not sponsored by anyone, but my mother got this for me, I think, at Joann's Fabrics. And even though it doesn't look that easy when I'm doing it, I used to make bows very easily just by my hands. And then I started having struggles with it. But this has instructions on how to make all kinds of bows. It's really easy to assemble. Now, there is a bow maker called Pro Bow the Hand that a lot of people use. And right there, I'm twisting the ribbon because, you know, you've got to get the correct side up. I did one to the left, one to the right. I left a long tail to begin with, and I placed a piece of wire underneath all of it. I think I end up making 3 on each side. So now I'll go up that way. And here my little spool came off over there, so I've got to whack it down in there. It's just little wooden spools, and it'll hold your ribbon. But these things are a lifesaver on hands if you make a lot of bows. And when I got this, I was making a lot of bows because I like big bows. And now I'm just going to make the loop. But I think on sale at Joann's, because what she did, she took me, I think, for my birthday. And got crafting supplies for me and stuff. And the Pro Bow the Hand looks, for me, very complicated. I need things simple. And I had watched several people, you know, weighing the odds of which one to get. I think the Pro Bow the Hand is more expensive, but a lot of people love it. To me, it was intimidating looking. This is simple. And you can make all types of different bows. It has instructions. All you do is just tap your little things in there. And here I'm out of frame again. I'm just taking the wire and tightening it up. And then I will shape it, fluff it up. You can never fluff up a bow too much, or at least I don't think. And sometimes they do what you want them to do. This is wired ribbon, and because it's one-sided, that's why when you put your first down in there, you have to fold it in half and make your long tail, and then you'll twist it and then come over, and then when you put that loop down in there, then you'll twist again and then go to the other side and then twist again to get that. And I'm struggling here. Look, I'm trying to make dovetails, and I always get confused. See, I'm getting ready to do it again, but I end up making little points. Okay, I just did that, right? Well, now I'm confused again, and I'm like, what am I doing? I was getting ready to do it again. I almost did. So, yeah. So that's a side. Now I have attached it, and I just love that. Most people love these candy canes. And you can do a whole lot of different things to them. Here I'm just taking, that's a Dollar Tree pick that I've had for a couple of years. I was going to attach some of those red berries because I don't have any red picks, long picks. I got those little red berries for our ornaments, but I just figured it would make a hot glue mess. And you can see hot glue stringing from my rings, my hands. But this is the giveaway. And what I would like is for whoever makes the first comment in my comments naming all 9 of the reindeer. This is like that movie, or, on Jingle All the Way, where Sinbad and Tim Allen were racing to get the doll or whatever. Put it in the comments, and then I'll email me and I will get this to you. Thank you all for watching, and you